Hi guys, this is Romita again, and I'm so sorry that as I promised, I will make video on ETO related queries. But as you all know, I am currently on board Triple E vessel, so life is a bit hectic. Port duties along with reefers and engine room jobs, so I didn't got much time. Past few days were so busy and so hectic. But anyways, today I got time, so I thought, why not? I should start today itself. So, what I have planned is I will cover all the queries in two videos. I don't want to make one complete lengthy video. So, instead, I will make two videos. In first part, I will cover how you have to apply and for the pre-C course, what topics you should study for entrance exams for various institutes, and what you should study for campus placement when the companies comes to hire ETO cadets. So this I will cover in the first part, and what which institutes are better, and all these questions I will cover in the first part. And the second part I will cover what is my schedule being an ETO on board, and what trainee ETOs have roles and responsibilities on board, and being on a first vessel, what you should prepare before going to the and joining to the vessel, and all this secondary things I will cover in part 2. So today is part 1, so let's get started. I have so many queries already I got on Instagram story. So don't get disappointed if your query is not covered in this video. Maybe it will covered in another video. So let's get started. So very first question, what are eligible branches to do pre-C courses? So for doing pre-C ETO course, minimum eligibility criteria is 60%, 55 to 60% in PCM and English in 10th and 12th standard, and aggregate 60% in your degree. And regarding this percentage criteria, I have got so many queries, like some colleges are having 55% and some colleges having 60% criteria. So to know exactly what criteria, you have to go to specific website of that institute and just go through it. Maybe some institute have 55% and some institute have 60%. So you have to go accordingly. And coming to the branches which are eligible for this courses is electronics engineering, electrical engineering, electrical and electronics, electronic communication, and previously it was instrumentation engineering as well. But I have seen personally that instrumentation engineering companies are not hiring them, because I don't know what's the reason behind that, but I have seen personally so many guys who had done instrumentation engineering because they got difficulty in getting placed. So, and there was some news also that DG removed this branch, engineering branch, to be eligible in ETO course. So, kindly confirm this with the institute where you are planning to get admission. Kindly confirm with them that is this instrumentation engineering is eligible or not. And for more detail, actually I have already made video with Karanveer Singh regarding eligibility, so you can go with that videos also. It's two videos actually. And also with the Captain Vijay, I have done one IGTV live video. So for more information, if you want in detail, please follow them and check out my videos there. Second most frequent question was what to study for entrance exam. I would suggest, please don't get panic. It is not that much difficult level of examination, but yes, entrance exam is there for each and every institute. It's separate examination. You have to appear for it and you have to clear it. Only then you will go for interview rounds. Then after interview, your final list will be declared who are selected. So for topics for entrance exam are basic electricity, electronics, control system also sometimes they will ask, open loop, closed loop, electronics basic, thyristor family, logic gates, converters, bridge rectifiers. So this very basic topic they will ask. Maybe the way of asking the question will be like twisted, but you have, if your basic is very strong, then you will clear it damn sure. And in electrical side, AC DC motors, basics of AC DC commutators, what is commutator, how it works. In AC motors, what is relation between frequency poles, we have formula for that. Based on it, numericals may be asked. So only this basic things you have to prepare more. And of course in instrumentation also, ammeter, voltmeter, multimeter, everything you should know how to use it and how to calculate values. So these are the basic questions which I have been prepared when I was preparing for entrance exam, and I cleared it. So because this is very basic. And apart from technical, there will be one paper for English as well, which we call aptitude test as well. English and apti, there is a separate paper for it, so you have to prepare for that as well. So this is the things which you have to prepare and focus more. But the more you prepare, the best it is. So don't just select the topics which I have said and go for this entrance exam. You can prepare even more. It's up to you. But I would say don't get stressed too much. You don't have to, because I was stressed when I was preparing, and I was like doing all the study materials, this, that, and so many things I was preparing. But actually this exam was very easy. So after clearing your entrance exam, so they will call you for your interviews. So in interviews, basically they are what they are looking, apart from technical, is the your attitude, your way of speaking. Are you confident enough in your answers? And even if you are wrong, but if you are saying it in confidence, then that's the thing they are looking for. So in technical part also, same questions will be asked, not much, very simple. And for girls especially, there will be a separate session. For Tolani, I will say, I don't know about other institutes, I have done from Tolani. So there was a separate session, HR session, for girl. And not even for me, it was for my parents as well. One interview was with me and one interview was with my parents, because they will explain everything, what I have to face, what precautions I have to take, and how I should react, and all the things like that. So it was like that for me. So this was all about entrance exam and interview for pre-C course. So the another question is, how long is this pre-C course? This is 4 months course where you have to attend theory lectures, theory session, as well as practical session as well. Yeah, one important question has been asked to me about, nowadays institutes are taking online courses. They have started, for example in Tolani they have started theory lectures. But I am not sure, because previously I never saw any online lecture. So guys were asking, is it worthy or not? Of course it will be worthy, because the thing is, what I have studied in sitting in the classroom, you are studying in at your home through online lectures. So I don't think so it will matter a lot. Only question is about practical things. So college will find out the way how to deal with it. So I don't think so there is many batches pass out which have done online pre-C courses. So let's see, once they will pass out, we will come to know, because this is the first time it's happening. So I also don't have much idea. Let's see, I have my friends who are doing online courses, so I will take feedback from them when once they are finished with their courses. So I will let you know then how was that, and how practical things they have covered, and how placement things was there. So very important question was Actually, all queries were very important, but this is like which institute I should go for this pre-C course. So nowadays, reality is there is really hard time for freshers, not even for ETO, for other side also it's very hard. So better be prepared mentally that maybe you will not get placed easily. If you are very lucky, you will get placed definitely. Hope so. Everyone should get placed, but that's not the reality. Reality is now for freshers, it's a difficult time. So keep in your mind that maybe you have to struggle a little bit harder because now I have seen many messages on my Instagram that um, they are not getting placed, they are having difficult times. So please, before entering into this field, you should know there is a risk involved in it. You are putting your money in this, you putting your efforts, your hard work, everything. But please make sure that you know about it, that it's a risky time as well to get placed. So the best way to deal with it is go for the colleges who offer you sponsorship or sponsorship for companies. Like I know Anglo Eastern is sponsored courses providing Great Eastern, and Tolani and Emmet is having campus placement. Merce Klein is coming, Tom is coming, MSc is coming. So please see the placement percentage of any institute before taking admission into it. And the best way, please go with the sponsorship program. That's the very safest way now, because who knows whatever happens next. So better be cross check each and everything before you get into this field. And please be prepared mentally that maybe you have to struggle. As freshers, they are struggling a lot, I know many of them. And yes, let's see, hope for the best. The next question was how to prepare for a company interview. So company interview, as same as for institute entrance exam, you will have a LIPI test, aptitude test first, written exam. For every company it is same. So you have to clear that, and then technical interview will happen. And I will share my questions. What they have asked to me was, um for me, actually, technical was very less. Only the HR interview was last about 2 hours, and I was surprised because 2 hours it was more of not like questioning; it was just a discussion. So for me, they, for example, container shipping is coming to your college. So prepare refrigeration part as very well, because definitely they are going to ask to carrots who are going to be their carrots, that what is refrigeration system, because in container ships you will be handling reefers on board, so your part should be very well prepared about that. All the troubleshootings, uh, what is filter dryer, what, how you will check how that it is clogged, how you will check without checking the parameters that aircon is working well or not, what components we have, condenser, compressor, evaporator coil, function of each components in the refrigeration cycle. So things like that, prepare well about refrigeration system if you're going to join a container ship. And apart from that, in engine room, they asked me about ICCP, MGPS, shaft grounding, what's the difference between MGPS, ICCP, what's the working principle of this basic things. So basically, actually, they know that you are not on board. You will join your first vessel, so they know that you will not know everything about ship, as you have not seen the ship so far. So they will ask the questions which is like basic of the systems. So prepare accordingly, like all the systems, how it works, steering gear also. Maybe they will ask some electrical diagram to trace. That's very important part of it, ETO life. You should be very good in tracing any electrical circuit diagram. If you know this, how to do, your life is very easy. That as simple as that. It's a first thing is to know how you have to use the multimeter in various modes, how to check the continuity, how to check the resistors and capacitors. So this things is very common and which we have studied in our engineering college as well. And of course in pre-CETO course also you will study all these things, how to check this. But you should be master of it. If you are master in it, I'm pretty sure your life will be very easy on board. So maybe they will ask how to trace the circuit. They will give a simple logic circuit, maybe on direct online starter, start to delta auto, maybe common basic DOL starter circuit for any motors, how it's work, and what's the on time delay, off time delay. So this all are the topics which they might ask definitely, because this is the things which we are doing on board. So if you know this basics, then I'm pretty sure it will be easy for you. So I shared what I have been asked. Maybe it will be more than that to others. So please be focused on your course, pre-CETO course. Whatever topic they are covering is very important, very useful, because I've experienced it personally that many topics which is being covered by faculty in my pre-CETO course is helping me now even that, yeah, that sir have told me this and that, yeah, this may be the cause. So it little bit you will be, your troubleshooting will be fast. So it's not compulsory that you should be very fast in your troubleshooting. Take your time, but it's like prepare yourself before anything happens. So at least you know what things you have to prepare beforehand. So this is all I have seen so far, and I have heard from my friends also what questions their company asked to them. And maybe for tankers they will ask something more regarding safety. As I am not a tanker background, so I cannot say much more about it. But yes, basic will be same for every vessel, not even container, not just tanker, not just gas tankers, and everything like that. So final question is it worthy to do ETO course now, as this corona pandemic time is there? So is it worthy for doing this? Or many questions was related to this safe manning model. Safe manning model, ETO is not coming under the safe manning model. Safe manning model is the minimum crew required on board to sail the ship. But now let's see, maybe after some years everything will be electronics on board. Already they have started electrical propulsion, so yes, there is still scope. Many people have asked that many companies are removing ETOs from their fleet, from their vessels. uh, yeah, for tankers I would say oil and chemical tankers, yes, companies are removing ETOs. But at the same time, if you ask about container vessels, we still are in a safe side, because I am the one who is handling reefers. No one else can handle reefers on board. So ETO is responsible for that. Yes, still job scope is there. A lot of scope is there. And now everything is getting electronics. All the mechanical parts is been converted into electronics parts. So definitely we are the one who will handle that, and who will be um, taking care of that machineries on board. So, and now I also heard that they are planning for batteries. No more main engine, nothing, only batteries. It will run on batteries. So, of course, still there is a lot of scope, but these things will take time. But I would not say that ETO post will get vanished. Not because I am ETO, but things are like that. I've put up the points that everything is becoming electronics. So we are expert actually. We have done degree, we have done pre-C course, and we have done our COC also. So COC is actually one of the best weapon for us to come under safe manning. So let's see what will happen. But I would not say that ETO post will vanish very soon, or not further. So let's hope for the best. As I mentioned, ETO job is everywhere, on board, on deck side, on engine side, on reapers, everywhere. They need whatever is happening, even wherever there is a single piece of fire, it's a job of ETO. So don't worry much, don't get panic, please be patient, and it's nothing like that. And I don't agree with it that ETO post will get vanished in few years. There is no scope, no nothing. But yeah, there is one feedback that there is no scope of promotion. At certain point of time, you will be settled on one payment and one post, one designation, and you have to stay there for lifelong. Unlike deck side and engine side, they have promotions like from fourth engineer, third engineer, second engineer, chief engineer. But for ETO, once you become like us from trainee ETO, you will go for assistant ETO, then for ETO. Then that's it. That's the maximum you can go for. So yeah, there is no development furthermore at certain point of time when you reach. So this is all I have to cover in this session. Next session I will cover furthermore like what I was like my journey, what I faced when I boarded my first vessel, what all things you have to prepare beforehand when you join your first vessel, and all important stuffs where you have to focus more to be, and whether we can shift from one type of vessel to another type of vessel, which vessel is perfect actually for a good life, and all these things, all these stuffs I will cover in your next part. Many of you have also asked me about GME course. I'm not a marine engineer, but I can definitely give you some ideas to whom you can contact, like Chief Engineer Pranit, Sailor Success, Ashish Kumar, Mariner. So I will keep all this IDs and in my description. You can contact them because they will guide you much better than I. With regarding ETO, I can tell okay, I can guide you furthermore. But for GME and stuff like that, please contact this IDs. For BSc in nautical and diploma in nautical science, please contact our best vlogger Karanveer Singh Nair. He can guide you much better because he have done BSc in nautical science. Many of you have some many doubts regarding which is better, BSc or DNS. So kindly contact him. And we have Captain Scenes, Sheep Sailor Sunil, Captain Ravi Chaudhary. So many legends we have, so many captains who are helping many peoples to uh, clear their doubts, and you can contact them. I will mention them in this video description. And thank you for watching this. Wait for the next part, and I hope so I will cover all the queries which is not being answered in this session in the next part. But give me some time, as I think I will have a lot of work again. So I hope I will make it more I'll cover all the queries and all the parts. Also, how is merchant navy for female seafarers, I will cover in next part. So for till then, please wait, and I hope this video will be helpful for you, and it will help a lot of aspirants which are having so many queries regarding ETO. And hope so you will find it um, informative, and I've tried to answer as best as I can, because I just want to you know uh, take reality part more in this video, because many people are dreaming to come into merchant navy, and they are very, hope, they are having high hopes that they will do this and that, but the reality is life is also tough at the same time. So please be prepared for that as well before entering into this field. Before entering, you should know, you should be very strong mentally, and you should know that risk involved in this field, that nowadays that there is placement issues everywhere. So please make sure that, and I hope you all are well in this pandemic type. Keep safe, sanitize yourself, get vaccinated. I will also vaccinate once I will go back to my home, and I hopefully I will sign off in July. After that only it's possible, but till then stay safe. Bye bye.